What's up guys, it's Seth. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be ranking all 8 of the Barbarian King skins from worst to best. Now I'm not just going to rank them based off how they look, but also if they have animations and sound effects and how good those animations and sound effects are. So without any further ado, let's look at the worst Barbarian King skin. So for the worst skin, I picked the default Barbarian King skin. It's just really basic. It has all the default animations and sound effects, and it's a little bit dull. I think this skin might need a remodel. Here you can see just the default walking animation, and then the default sleeping animation when they're getting their health back. So yeah, this skin is, I'm gonna put this at number 8 because I think it's the worst. And so now we're just going to look at the basic attack animations. So now we're going to move on to which skin is in 7th place. So I picked the Clockwork King for 7th place. I just don't really like the design of this. It does have some sound effects. It has kind of a clock turning sound effect, and it has a walking animation different from the default skin, which is kind of cool. It has a little knob on the back that's turning, and then the sleeping animation is really funny because he sits there and his head keeps popping off, and then it goes back on and then pops off and then goes back on. So I do like these animations, but just the design of it, I decided to put it in 7th place. It also does have a custom attack animation where his sword kind of flips all the way around and then he punches with his other hand. But yeah, now we're gonna move on to the skin in 6th place. So I decided to put Gladiator King in 6th place. I like this skin. This was actually the very first Barbarian King skin there was. It's kind of cool. It has a custom voice. It sounds like he's inside a helmet. This is also the voice on the Pekka King skin. So it's not super unique to that skin. It has the same walking animations and sleeping animations. So this is why I put it at number 6. And so the attack animations are also the same, as you can see. So now we're going to move on to the skin in 5th place. Alright, in 5th place is the Pekka King. Like I said, this one is similar to the Gladiator King. It has the same voice lines, and it actually has the same animations too, same as the default skin. But I put this one higher than the Gladiator skin. One, because it has that cool animation when you select it, and also because I think it just looks a little bit cooler. The sword has a cool purple glow, and I just think it's cool how they turned one of the troops into a skin for the hero. So also the sleeping animation is the same, and the attack animations are the same as the default skin and the Gladiator skin. So this one is at 5th place. Now we're going to move on to 4th place. We're starting to get up into those higher ranked skins. Alright, so in 4th place, I put the Jolly King. Now this one came out around Christmas time, and I really like this one. It has custom animations, custom voice, and I think it looks really cool. The sword is a little bit different. It kind of looks icy. He has the antlers, and see, he has that cool animation when you select him where it starts snowing all over him. So he also walks a little bit differently. His arms kind of swing a little bit different, which I kind of like. This one is really cool, and the sleeping animation is slightly different. He's holding his swords with both hands and leaning with his head kind of on the top of it. So it also starts snowing on him when he's sleeping. So this is why I put it in 4th place, because it has a lot of cool animations. And the attack animations are pretty much the same as the default skin, just a tiny bit different. He also has a sound when you place him down on the map. So he's in 4th place. Now we're going to move on to the top 3 skins. Alright, so coming in 3rd place, I decided to put the Primal King in 3rd place. So this one I like because he has a big bone instead of his sword. I think this is the first skin they made that he wasn't actually holding a sword. So this one has a cool animation when you first select him. He kind of hits the ground with his bone, and he does have a custom voice and he does walk a little bit differently, not much differently. But then what I really like about this skin is the sleeping animation. He kind of just lounges down on his altar and his crown falls off onto the ground and he just sleeps there. I just really like that animation. So his attack animation is not much different. It doesn't have really any cool effects. He just raises his bone up really high and smacks down everything. So this one is in third place. Now we're going to move on to the top 2 Barbarian King skins. So coming in number 2 is the Skeleton King. Now I really like this skin because it has really cool animations. This one came out around Halloween, and this is really cool animation. When you go to the selection screen, he raises his sword up, but then his whole arm falls off with his sword. Then he has to pick it back up. I just really think this animation is really funny. So when you select him, he has a cool animation where he bows and he takes his head off. There's also some green coloring by his feet, which I think is really cool. So his walking animation, he just holds his sword on his shoulder and kind of walks around leaning a little bit to the right. I love when they do all these cool animations. And then his sleeping animation I really like. So his arms fall off and his sword lays there, but you can also see his fingers moving around a little bit, which I think is really cool. Alright, so his attack animation, when he's walking around to each defense, he holds his sword on his shoulder, but then when he needs to hit something, he quick swings it and then puts his sword back up on his shoulder, which I think is really funny. So now we're going to move on to the best Barbarian King skin in Clash of Clans. So the best Barbarian King skin is actually the newest skin, the Party King. And this one has all the sound effects and all the animations. This skin has the most value for the price. And I love the animations, how when he walks around, he's always playing his guitar. And when you select him, he has that cool animation where he does a quick chord on his guitar. And so his sleeping animation is really funny because he kind of just sits there really relaxed and just like practices his guitar sitting on his altar. This is one of my favorite sleeping animations, probably close to the Primal King. So yeah, this is the best skin, my favorite by far. And so his attacking, he's actually the only skin that has a sound effect for when he attacks. All the other ones make the same sound. This one has a unique one, and so that's why I put this in first place, because he has the sound effect for everything and an animation for everything. And it's really funny how he walks around, and after he destroys a building, he gets right back into playing his guitar before he goes on destroying other things. So this is how I'm going to rank all 8 Barbarian King skins. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, click the like button and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the 2 other videos that are coming in this series. But I hope to see you in the next video.